Well, it's Friday. Friday. Tomorrow, eclipse. So, what are we doing with the sun eclipse? Well, for me, it's drumming the sun back out of shadow. And then we have a celebration. Celebrate good times are here. Is it that one? I don't know. Celebrate good times. All good times needs to be celebrated. All victories need to be celebrated. All achievements needs to be celebrated. So we celebrate a lot in our life. And yeah, what's going on further down the road? Let's see. I have three decks here. I have the Isis cards. I have the Lemurian Star Child Oracle deck, and I have the Michael Oracle deck here. And that's flying out already. Share some space. That's interesting, because I just got a message if my room was available. Share a space. Telepathy, co-creation, communing, and honoring each other. Wow, beautiful. And I had two beautiful women here last week, and now one of the two is coming back to share the space, to be in Glastonbury, to co-create, to work together, to have beautiful conversations, and working with each other, and honoring her as her sister, as priestess. Let's see what will happen. Always beautiful things come around, right? When I was meditating, oh my glasses. When I was meditating, I heard, ready or not, here I come. So make yourself ready for amazing times to come along. You know, a lot of things will shift and will change and will happen. But also a lot of beautiful things and good things will happen. So what are you choosing? What are you choosing? Divine Masculine. In his mind space, he wants to share some space. He wants to have that telepathy connection with the Divine Feminine. And in some cases they have. They speak more in the other realm than that they speak in real life. Oh, beautiful. So I just pour out the cards first, because I have a feeling that that is needed this time around. Yeah, share space and co-create together, and that is what the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine are doing if they're in the right frequency. You know, they want to co-create together, work together for Mother Earth, for the community, for creating and honoring Mother Earth. That's really amazing. In his heart space, he knows he's a crystal and a rainbow child. He is unstoppable, the new earth builder, and he is multi-talented. So he has, there is a miraculous alchemy. Excuse my language, as English is not my second language, not my first. So sometimes words come out uneasy, or say the wrong things, give the wrong names, but it will work itself out. Um, Unstoppable new earth builder, multi-talented, miraculous alchemy. So that's in the heart space of the divine masculine. He knows that he's multi-talented, that he has multiple things he's good at. And he knows that in the heart space. So many things, so many tools he has, so many disciplines he can provide for people. And that is what the rainbow children are doing. You know, it's the crystal energy that he's carrying of Mother Earth to activate everything in his surroundings. But that because of his light that he's carrying, the determination what he is walking his path with is really amazing. So he is in his heart space, he knows it. And he knows also he's unstoppable because the universal forces are driving him. You know, it's time, come on. You know, we had a whole period of being still, silent, retreat, rest, rejuvenate, and now it's go, go, go. And it's the time to make your dreams come true. And that's the beginning. It was very beautiful because when I was giving a blessing in the temple, it was the goddess that came through and said, crack open the egg, you know, crack open that egg, that heart space that you were inhibited, you know, for a long time. And now it's time, you know, when you slow down and everything went in flow, you already started to build the energy. And now, you know, you can pour that energy out. Not all at once, they say, you know, do it very gradually. Um, how does the divine masculine sees the divine feminine? Lemurian guide, you know, she's the Lemurian guide. She is his sister, his friend, a teacher of the infinity and universal love. And how beautiful is it that he sees her that way, that he can let himself be guided by her. And I also see the divine feminine has no lid. She has no lid on it. That's what I hear. She has no lid on it. She is she's speaking from the heart. She's speaking her authenticity. She is not afraid of what other people think about her. She does it in love, in joy, and she has a lot of beautiful spirit guides around her to guide her and to get her in the right space, uh, to be able to give and to receive. So if she is talking harsh, you know, then one of her spirit guides tells her to set those boundaries or to speak up, or she listens. You know, it's not that she says, okay, that comes from my mind space. It's the guides all also say, I'm here to protect you, I'm here to guide you, and please, what I want to tell you, there is always someone out there that needs to hear it. You know, if it's more encouragement or more love or more healing, you know, there is always someone that needs that energy. And now, as the divine masculine is seeing her that way, that she is you know, that multi-dimensional being, and the Lemurian guide, um, he he opens his heart space more for her. He knows that she is she grounds that energy. She grounds that energy in the earth. So there are a lot of people around her that wants to meet her, that wants to have coffee, that wants to create with her. All that comes because of her energy, her love, her compassion. Um, she needs to determine and make sure for herself where she gives the energy to. You know, sometimes it is uh, too much of a lower frequency where she gives her energy towards. She needs to shift that. That's what I hear. She needs to shift um, from the people that are always, don't want to call it that, not always, but most of the time, coming with a frequency that is not supporting for anyone. And she says, okay, then I'm cutting those energies off. That's not where I need to interact with. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear somebody else's shithole. Wow, where's this coming from, guys? You know, she is like, I have a message to bring, and I don't care what you think about me. I don't really give a shithole. Okay. Um, that's what I hear. So I just blur it out. It's and in some cases I know that one of my guides is a Native American. He's with me for a long time, White Feather, and he's as long as I can remember. I started to do my work. He is with me, and he taught me everything about herbal, about medicines, about um, you know what I needed to know. Um, and he's always with me with ceremonies, but he can be very, he's a tribal, he's a warrior, you know, and he's he's a lover, but he's also someone that is um, not afraid. um, yeah, not afraid to go into war. Let's say it that way. And if I ever need anything, you know, then I call my spirit guide. If I need more fire or I need more um, perseverance, you know, I call him, and he is like going for it. Gives me that fire really in my body. I feel his fire in my body. So he can be a little rough. So if he comes through, and some of my students, they know him because they saw him in trance. So that's really interesting to say. And he's very kind. He's very kind-hearted, loving, caring. But if it's needed, he is that warrior. And in some cases, I just feel him coming through. He doesn't care, you know, which words he uses. But he is such a beautiful soul, and I love to work with him. And he is with me at this moment because otherwise I would probably not say, you know, get rid of that shithole. Okay, for the Divine Feminine, the heart of ascension, expansion, love is with you. Expansion, love for all, playfulness, and you are releasing the past. The past is gone. So, so everything what you are doing or not doing, it's up to you, because you are in this space that you say, okay, you know, we are going into a new phase. We'll crack open that egg, we'll open up our heart space, and all the passion, the love and desire, and the commitment that you have, you push that behind your goals, and the blessings are yours. You know, in the heart space is the blessing. You are blessed beyond your soul path. That means that everything you do, you will see it as a blessing. You know, even if the things are not working out well in our world or in our situation or wherever we are, see it as a blessing. Also the hardship and the things that that not went well in your life, you know, see it as a blessing. Everything is a blessing, because out of the blessing there's a lesson to learn, you know, and so many beautiful things, because you are honoring all life, you know, your exchange of your joy without karma and sacrifice. That's done, because we cleared the karma. The only people the people that you get on your path right now are the people that are your soul family, that you are connected with, that are in that space of the new world, you know, the new environment. And that's really beautiful. That's really really beautiful. So if you see everything as a blessing, and what happens to you, and sometimes we get some energies that are not that mm, the energies come in that are not that high vibrational, let's say it like that. You feel that in your surroundings. So what you can do is changing that vibration, and you are the only one who changed that. You need to push through, go in meditation, go to a higher frequency, not only for yourself but for maybe your whole environment, you know, that needs to lift up, that needs to shake up and move on. So that's what you do, and your blessings are beyond just your soul path. It's coming from all directions, coming from all dimensions. So that is your exchange for what you're doing with your heart space. For what you're giving is also what you receive. And sometimes there is more coming in than that you ask for. Because when we are not specified of what we are asking, you know, everything will come, you know, your direction. So if you are specific with the question that you have, you know, they give you that kind of thing. But if you just open yourself, you know, it's like bombarding you with all the energies and all the blessings that you have. And then sometimes it can be overwhelming, because you have to make choices, you know, and that choices, ooh, are not always an easy one, right? But in the twin flame journey, it's really beautiful. How does the divine feminine sees the divine masculine? She sees him as the crystal child. She sees his natural core. He is pure, innocent, removing all falsehood, and he's a seer. He is transparent, and sometimes also shy, I hear. I don't know for who it is, but it could be that there is a shyness. And I also feel that with the divine feminine, on a subconscious level or on a certain level, there is a shyness within them. Okay, and that will be that shyness will be transmuted with this eclipse. that will be transformed. So it could be that you're more bold, more moving forward, not being afraid anymore of going into connections. I hear it's really beautiful. There is this huge synchronicity with the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Um, it's almost that they walk the same path. They walk that same path. Um, but the divine masculine is way ahead. I hear way ahead, um, with his where he wants to go, in which direction he wants to go. He already strategized step by step what he needs to do to get the result that he wants. And the divine feminine is like, throw it in the air and I'll wait till I receive. And the divine masculine is more structured. It's more structured by that. I see feminine more going with the flow, you know, concentrating on her own thing, being busy, not as a distraction, but as the thing that she needs to do for herself. Um, herself and I hear the collective. It's not, she is not that focused um, on the divine masculine. And I have a feeling divine masculine is also not so focused on the divine feminine. He doesn't look for distractions. He wants the real thing. He wants the real deal. And what I hear, you know, that's why I heard, buckle up, you know, ready or not, here I come. It's also a song. So I suggest, you know, to look in the lyrics of that song. Look that song up and look in the lyrics. And what will support the divine masculine? Removing everything what is not sincere. People who are not sincere towards you, that are not having your interests at heart, you remove them. And because you want to be in that shining light, you want to be transparent, and you want to be that pure and beautiful person that you are. And that it's such a beautiful card, you know, it's such a beautiful card. And it's don't get distracted by the divine feminine, you know. Sometimes she can occupy your whole mind, she can occupy your whole space. And but it's also very beautiful. He listens to her, what she has to say, and apply it without her knowing it. So the conversations they have, you know, that keeps lingering, that keeps being with him, you know. What supports the masculine is the key to your freedom. You have the key. You're doing the work with your inner child. You're creating inner safety for yourself and self-kindness. And that's also so important now with this new eclipse, with this new earth we're building. you will also see a lot of other things will happen on this world. Oh, wow. If you make investments in, Jesus, where are you heading? If you make investments, make sure that you make good investments. You know, don't take it off internet, or don't, you know, let somebody advise you. That's what I hear, because there are so many things going on. So many elites will lose their money because they were greedy, you know, and they invested a lot of money in real estate, a lot of money in real estate, and all over the border. And what happens, because of that, they got it out of cryptocurrency, that they also called, some call the Ponzi scams. They got a lot of money out of that and invested it in buildings. But what is happening now, because of the control that is going on, and we're building a new earth, we're getting earthquakes, we're getting fires, we're getting rainstorms, we're getting hurricanes, all and it's directed on certain places now, that people are losing their money, losing their investment. If they want to go to their, you know, it's gone. If people buy, it's gone. So know exactly. Um, I don't know why this is coming up, but a lot of people are investing at the moment, in Spain, in other countries, um, but that will, be careful. That's the only thing they say. Be careful and be mindful where you put your money into. If you're living in it, you know, then you're pretty okay. But if you're not, you know, and you're investing just, uh, I hear, by hold it by investors, you can lose your money. You can lose it all. So make sure you get, uh, if you want to save something, you know, I would say, like used to, put it in an old sock, you know, put it in an old sock and keep it in your house. You know, that's the only way you can have and hold your money. So that's the key for your freedom. And create and heal and be safe, and have that kind selfness towards yourself. Don't be so harsh on yourself, you know. Don't push through if you don't feel like it. And I told you last week, you have to push through. And when you push through, you know, it will give you on multiple levels a revenue. So that is what they say, you know, you will get your blessings because of pushing through. Okay, for the divine feminine, resolution. Oh, all timelines are collapsing. Wow. I just, you know, I just told you, the timelines are collapsing. Insights, more insights that you get. Higher self-embodiment. So, and you're going to express yourself more. You're going to into this space of connecting more with your higher self and getting more in contact with your higher self. When you are doing this, you get the Trinity, you know, the Trinity of the Father, the Mother, and Source. It's the masculine, the feminine, and Source, how I see it. Some people see it as something else. It's okay too. It's the connection with the feminine and the goddess and with the masculine energy. It's the union that comes together, you know. And when they come in union, then there is a resolution, because they share the same frequency, they share the same alignments, the same goals, the same things they love. It's been a while. I hear they did the same things at the same time, but it will shift and it will change. So yeah, those old timelines are done with. You know, we're stepping in a new golden age. We're stepping in a new earth, and wow, did we build on it energetically and consciously? You know, I know we did some work in Mallorca in September, and we were at the hotel of what's his name, Branson, yeah, Richard Branson's hotel. And we need to pay for a cup of coffee, and the coffee was 666, and we paid for the coffee 999 as a transformation. So all the energies that you use, and what you do, you can transform it, you know, or you give it energy, or you take the energy back and you transform that energy into something better, you know, or definitely change. Um, but it was that was a good journey. It was a really good journey. So every time when we do some things, when we do the work, you never know what is going on, and how it will transform. We will always see the results later on, you know. And some people, I don't say all elite are corrupt. I say some people that really, really work hard to receive or to get where they want to be, you know, but not being used by the um, New World Order, because they, you know, it's the same. It's that's a big difference. I want to say, not the same. It's a big difference. Let them do it their own way, you know, and they deserve it by hard work, by good, doing good for humanity. Because they're not all the same. That's what I want to say. They're not all the same. But the divine masculine is seeing it, um, and he is letting go of that falsehood, and that because he sees it, he sees through it. And the divine masculine also thinks by how the earth, is it possible that people still don't see it, that they still believe that the earthquake is going on, that still the fires are not lit, that still all the things that happen in multiple countries at the same time, that is it coincidence? You know, all these things. Divine masculine knows, he sees it, he's awake, and he thinks, you know, I'm not I'm not going into that, not going to give it attention, but I can do little things to shift it and to change it. And that's what is really important with the divine masculine, that he sees it and he does it with little things. And that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. Because all little things help, you know. And I can tell you, bigger things will happen also. Because now this year is a huge transformational year. Everything goes upside down. Everything. Nothing will be the same. And um, some things will change, but it will change for the better. You know, the med beds are out. It's out in the open. Now, they came out, the med beds are here, and already in some facilitation, it's been used. So that's really amazing. So we don't have to have hospitals and things anymore. We just need the med beds. And we get healed and nurtured and taken care of by that technology. Okay. Okay. How does the divine masculine sees the union with the divine feminine? Divine blueprint. You carry the same blueprint as the divine feminine, and your source itself that is embodied within you. So you get new inspiration, and are you ready? Well, that was the sign when came through, ready or not, here you go, here I come. You know, that is exactly that, worked on that. If you're ready or not, you know, the right person will come on your path to give you an activation to be ready and to go to a higher frequency and embody that blueprint that you have, or gold print, because we're working with the gold print now. So you get new inspiration, you get connected with source itself, and you are going to embody that. You're going to embody source, and that means that you are getting all your information not from your um, ego anymore, but from source, from the higher frequencies that will come in, that is able to connect with you, to communicate with you, and show you exactly what is going on. You know, you don't need to be a seer for that. You just need to open your eyes and see what's happening around you. But that is because you're carrying the blueprint of source. So when that blueprint is activated within you, the world is going to open up for you. Okay? Expression, divine feminine. You have an authentic expression. Your words are powerful and you speak truth. And divine feminine speaks truth from source, from what she embodies, what she is seeing, what she is hearing. You know, it's very it's not easy. No. No, that I'm going to rephrase that. Her expression, what she says about what she feels and what she gets through as truth. She's expressing that because there are multiple people out there that needed to hear. Um, she is also seeing that she can express herself towards the divine masculine in a very harmonious way. She feels safe with him. It's easy, you know. There is no awkwardness. There is no weirdness. It's flowing, and sometimes she expresses herself, and she hears herself saying things that that she doesn't say to anyone else, and that she is like, oh wow, where's this coming from? You know, why do I say this? Because the energy is just flowing, it's just easy. But when there is fear in a union or in a connection, you know, you're withholding your feelings for one another, out of fear to being hurt. With this new eclipse, everything gets eclipsed out. That means the fear, the programming, all the old stuff that you were holding in your heart space, that was hurting, is out, is getting eclipsed out. And why? Because this is the new beginning. We're in this new beginning of the new earth, the golden earth. We're already in it. It's already here. We don't need to um, think anymore about uh, will it be okay? Because you know it's okay. You know that the abundance is coming in. You know your blessings are coming in, and that you're transparent, and that you're a guy, a Lemurian guide. You know that you're a teacher, a friend, and a sister for the infinity, and that the rainbow child is here, and that is unstoppable, and that is building on this new earth. You share that space together. You can share that space together. There's no problem. Know that in the third dimensional realm, when you're operating in the third dimensional realm, that there always will be a kind of fear hanging around. So you need to go to places where that is not included. So and divine masculine and divine feminine, they have telepathy, and they having this co-creation, and they honor each other. So that is the resolution is, you know, just, you know, going and moving together at the same time, moving together to the same places, and express yourself. I see that divine feminine isn't afraid anymore of expressing her feelings. It seems like divine feminine went this winter very, very, very deep through transformation, because she needed to be prepared for what was coming and be able to make that leap into that golden age. So they prepared her on all levels, because their fear is not an option. That you can't have fear in that fifth dimensional realm. You know, it just kicks you back out into the third dimensional realm. So and that's what is happening. She is expressing herself with love, her compassion, with a lot of gratitude. Don't forget, there is so much gratitude in the heart of the divine feminine, of her divine masculine, you know, walking the path with her, for Mother Earth taking care of her, and, you know, being able to do the things that she wants to do. And she honors all men. Um, if there's in the third dimensional realm or in the fifth dimensional realm, she honors the men. Because if she doesn't honor her man, and she isn't in alignment with her soul purpose and her soul mission, she knows that she would fight herself, because the divine masculine, or the masculine, is a mirror of herself. Everybody is mirroring. And what is coming your way? If love is coming your way, you know more than enough, right? When abundance is coming your way, you know you give a lot. So it doesn't matter what you do, it will always come back, you know, in the blessings beyond your soul path. Beyond your soul path. So it will come from all dimensions. And you never know in what kind of form it will reach you, but it will reach you. And that's the beautiful part of it. And sometimes if you want to make a leap of faith and you say, okay, the world I'm in now and nobody is awake there in that world, you are the one that is the next, and you see, and the people in your surroundings are not seeing it, you are the next one to open their eyes, you know. And they probably they will say, oh, you're a conspiracy terrorist or whatever, you know. That's what they said 5 years ago, you know. And what happened? Everything I told came out. It all came out. And here we have it again, the mirror. So what you see in somebody else, that is reflecting back to you. So the love that you have for the divine masculine is also the love the divine masculine carries within himself for the divine feminine. And things are changing when the timelines are collapsing and we're stepping into this new earth where we're heading now, you know. Jump into it. Don't step one foot in the third dimension and the other foot in the fifth dimensional realm. And sometimes we even go in higher dimensions, and operating from that space. But we still need to be here, you know, and we still have to do with our vessel. And we are not our vessel. We all know that. You are not your body. You're not your vessel. We are light beings, and those light beings are shining bright, and they are determined exactly what you need to do and where we're heading, and which direction we need to do, and what kind of work we need to do. So yeah, it's beautiful how it is, how we see people and how we connect with them. It's so beautiful how to connect. And we having different levels, you know. Michael Oracle deck. Let's see what the Michael cards are saying. Last week, wow, it was in such a synchronicity with the cards. It was mind-blowing. I thought it was mind-blowing last week's reading. Oh, grief for the divine masculine, grief. So dark clouds, not always, that's what I heard. I heard grief. Dark clouds are not always connected to grief, but it could be that you're sad or you're depressed, or you know, you're feeling heavy because of energies, or sometimes entity attachments. I don't see that with the divine masculine. I don't see, you know, or they need to be removed by more light. It's too cloudy, too gloomy, I hear. And he feels that on that's on the share space. So maybe he's sad, that maybe he's disconnected. That's also possible, that there is that shared space, but it's not flowing. It's not flowing the way he wanted to. So let go of the mind, and be in that heart space and be in that love, and know that love will always be there, and that you honor the divine feminine by telling the truth, by telling how it is, because yeah, that's what I feel. Maybe the divine feminine is waking up, um, because it needs to be told, and if sometimes things don't work out, not for a long run, but know also the masculine that is passing here, that is going to a lower frequency, and feeling heavy and feeling down. And when you're around your 50s, let your testosterone be checked out, because it could be that your testosterone levels are shifting and changing. That's also why you do things in that period of time that you will regret later, because the testosterone level is a hormone that is letting you do things that you would never do otherwise. So if you're around your 50s, and you feel that things don't work, and that you're down, and that you're feeling something else, it needs to be changed, and I need a change in my life. No, it can have to do with your testosterone levels, that yeah, they also call it the midlife crisis. I don't want to call it a midlife crisis. It's just the unawareness of what is happening within your body. And I think that all men and all women, like women, know exactly when they're in the menopause, because they will grab everything, books, information from all sides, to want to know what's going on with their body. The man is just denying it. They say, oh no, I don't have a midlife crisis. No, I'm not in a burnout. No, it's all fairy tale. Yeah, till it happens to you, and then it's yeah. So that's what I feel. Let your testosterone levels checked out, because maybe they're too low. You know. You can let it do by um, bioresonance. If you go to bioresonance and you let your body checked out, knows exactly what your hormones do, what your organs do, what your vitamins do, what you need in your body to get it back on track. The rainbow child with the cup of love in the heart space. Love. The divine masculine is operating from his heart space, and he's doing it with love. He is the new earth builder, and he's offering, he's offering that to Mother Earth. He's offering to the collective. He loves, that he has multiple talents, that he can shift from, okay, I can do this, I'm putting my energy in that, and that will be fruitful. And well, then there's another project coming up here, and I love to do this, but I have still one main thing I always do, what keeps me going. And that's really beautiful, and that comes from heart. That is really heart space. It's really beautiful. So yeah, really beautiful how that works. Okay, Lemurian guides with the follow your path. You know, it's the sacred path. He knows that the divine feminine is following the sacred path, and maybe time to, you know, go on a journey again. You know, maybe he sees that the divine feminine is on a journey, or starts her journey, and is just dedicating her energy towards that path. And oh, I hear there's so much love for her, that she's doing that. I also feel it's a admiring, and yeah, admiring I hear, but also so much love towards the divine feminine. So their love language is probably the same from the heart space, and not I hear wherever you go, I will follow. Wow, that's very interesting. That is also a song. Wherever you go, I will follow. It also has to do with if I'm not with you and I'm in separation, I still follow you. And the divine feminine knows that. The divine feminine knows exactly that the divine masculine is following her. You know, maybe not in her footsteps, but following her roundabouts, I hear. Following what she's doing, following where she's at, following, and he wants that communication and that interaction with her. Doesn't know how. Wow, inner child, the crystal child. It's Cupid. It's how the divine feminine sees the divine masculine. That Cupid struck its arrow, and it's connecting with the sacred. It's connecting with the sacred path. So because of that sacred path, because of the path they both walk, Cupid brought them together. It wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't it was a surprise, what I hear, for the divine masculine. Divine masculine wasn't looking, divine feminine wasn't looking. It was a surprise. And Cupid hit his arrow. So now they're walking that sacred path together. Or seeing the things as sacred path, as a sacred path. This card fell out. The wrench. And that's on the heart space of the divine feminine, the blessing. because something needed to be mended, something needed to be healed, something was broken and it needed to be mended, and the divine feminine needed time for that. So all her blessings can come in on a later time or at that moment in that time. It could be that something needs to be mended with her heart, you know. Sometimes when um, I hear sometimes when a heart is broken, it needs to be mended. And that's the task of the divine feminine, to mend it herself. You know, that is what she needed to do. If there is grief or if there's hardship, um, you know, that is something that she needs to do and she needs to mend. And that is what she is doing. That is what is happening. Um, so that is really beautiful. She needed the time to mend her heart. And then when I look at the heart of ascension for the divine feminine, I see her queen, you know, the queen energy. And that's coming from the heart space, the expansion, love for all, the playfulness. And she is letting go of the past because she knows that that past served her so well. That past gave her joy and it gave her grief. But that's life, you know, that's life in the 3D. And when you step into that golden age, you don't have that experience that so strongly anymore. Because you know everything what is around you is love, is connected with each other. You know, it could also be you know, out of that broken heart she became that queen, you know, that is being seen by many that followed her path. You know, the people who are on her path, the people that are in that golden age or in that sacredness, they recognize her as that queen, as that goddess, and that there is that expansion and love for all. So yeah, really beautiful, really beautiful. These cards are going so well together. Let's see what the other cards have to say. The feather, light as a feather, on the key to freedom. And that is connecting, it's connecting with for the divine masculine. With grief. Here you see him. Here together. Lightness of being, divine masculine. Let that light in. Don't, why is that coming in? Oh, that's my art. Don't let your heart be weighed down. Don't let your heart be weighed down, because the lightness is your freedom. You got the key, you know. It's your inner child that hurts or feels not safe, or you need to create more self-kindness, not being so hard and overthink everything. Because you already felt at the moment that that light is coming in, that love is coming in, you feel lighter already. So that is what is your freedom. Maze on the connection with the divine feminine. Oh my God, I'm ending up in a labyrinth. What the heck do I need to do to find my way out, to find my way to the center, or to find my way out of this web? Maybe that's interesting because, yeah, it's not connected. But it has to do with the blueprint, with the divine blueprint. And he thinks it's a maze. I don't know where to go. How can I find the center and the middle? But when I'm in the middle, am I able to find my way out? You know, am I finding my way out again when I'm stepping in there? I don't know which corner to take. I don't know where to go. Um, because the whole universe is so immense and I want to keep it simple. What is working for me? But he gets the inspiration from the divine feminine and saying, yeah, I'm ready, but do I ever get out of here? That's really beautiful. Do I ever get out of here? Will it be better or will it be, you know, will I be stuck? That's what I hear. No, divine masculine, that's the 3D thinking. When you're stepping out and you're stepping in another frequency, okay, a message coming in, that's interesting. uh, yes, beautiful, beautiful. Yes, you are able to get out when you are in that golden timeline, when you're in that new earth. You know, when you keep on thinking about the 3D things, um, you know, it can get very messy. But I feel uh, he can shift that. He can get out of that. He's afraid that he get lost in that maze. He get lost in a maze, or lost in the universe, or lost with the divine feminine, that he won't find his way out, or that he gets his heart broken, or that he can't walk his sacred path anymore. Interesting. Yeah, it's more like what I feel is you need to do and keep on doing what you always did. You know, walk your path, being in the sacred. Uh, you know, it's a universal love. So don't give it a meaning of fear, or give it a meaning that something needs to happen. You know, don't go there. Don't give it that energy. Let it just flow. Let it just flow. So that's the mind of the masculine. That's the ego. That's the 3D. When he's going to his heart space, he is unstoppable. He goes, and you know, he says, come on, universe, show me more. So yeah, get out of that mind and be as light as a feather, you know. Get more light in. So You don't walk that shadow. There's so much love within you. Here, the king on the expression for the divine feminine. She sees him as her king. You're my divine masculine. I know what you're carrying. I know what you're went through. I know that you have the scars, you know, but it's also the scars made you who you are now. You know, you are not that man that you were before. You elevated, you grew, you have a beautiful life, you're full of expansion, you know, you have a prosperity in your life, you have um, new people around you that gives you that beautiful energy. So that's how the divine feminine sees you. And that you are, you know, walking your path of truth, because that was, oh, 111, wow, of course, on the timer. And that was exactly what was needed in your life. And that's how she still sees you that way, you know, she still sees you that way in love. It's incredible because I have the queen and the king here. So they are that power couple. They are that energy that needs to be together, and that walk that sacred path together. So no matter what, you know, it's always a good sign. It's never a wrong, or however life comes at you. Um, feel blessed, divine masculine. Feel really blessed with the divine feminine in your life. Yeah, monkey mind. Too much thinking, overthinking. That's the divine feminine. On on the card of um, what supports you. The mind is supporting you by creating so many things in your mind that are not there. Your mind is creating things in your mind that doesn't exist. That comes out of fear, that comes out of not being in your, it's not supporting you. It's not supporting you by overthinking, because it's the old timeline that is collapsing. It's you need to get more insights um, and higher self embodiment. If that's not here, if you're not connected, you know, you're getting in your mind, you're getting in your mind space, and then you're overthinking things, and you're seeing all obstructions on your road, and what other people are thinking, what other people are doing, and that everything is against you. That's what I hear. Then you're in the wrong frequency. Everything is for you. Everything is for you. You know, you're getting the blessings on all sides. It's just you need to, maybe you need the wrench to adjust a little bit more, you know, to get more in that heart space and let that mind go. It's also a distraction, I hear. You know, being in your mind. will distract you not to go within and looking within yourself where the things needs to be solved. You know, go into the heart space if your heart space needs to be healed. You know, maybe you had some grief and some heartache, and now it's time to, you know, to mend it and to come together and create it. And it's beautiful how I see it, how the divine masculine and divine feminine can work together. It doesn't know yeah, the divine feminine doesn't know. So, and that's no problem that you don't know. So why would you, if that is not knowing is a good thing, just throw it up in the air and let it go and go with that flow. You know, you don't need to know everything. You know, I think I would go nuts if if I knew everything. I would overthink everything. Where I would put my foot, what I would put on my foot, what kind of colors I would wear, all that kind of stuff. I would overthink everything. That makes you totally nuts. It's good to see and feel and see things and experience things, but don't go in it overthinking, you know. That, that can also make you nuts. That can also make you nuts. Yeah. So yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful reading. And yeah, thank you for these beautiful cards that are coming out for this week. So ready or not, here I come. Yeah, beautiful. So, divine masculine, divine feminine, I wish you a very, very good week. Beautiful transmissions. I'm very pleased with all your comments and the private messages you send me. Thank you so much. On some I will respond and others I don't. So let me say, you know, if you want a private reading and you want some more support, where you're heading, or you know, I can support you in on many levels. Ask for a private reading, and I will see you later how it is going with your twin flame. All the love, all the blessings, and I see you next time. Bye bye.